Hi, welcome to Kim's Keto Kitchen, where I make delicious keto meals that you can make easily in your own kitchen. So today I have a recipe that was given to me by my sister Mary. It's called spinach flan. And so we're gonna start that with 10 eggs that I've already fluffed up and gotten fluffy. And so now she says to put it into a blender, but I'm going to put it into my Cuisinart and add the rest of the ingredients. So here goes the 10 large eggs into my food processor. Okay, lift my hands off. And now I'm going to put in some ingredients to make it yummy. Now this kind of reminds me of the keto egg loaf, but it's the first time I've made it, and I'm assuming because it's a flan, it's more custardy. So here goes. It's also going to have a delicious Parmesan sauce over the top. So in goes a cup of shredded. I shredded some Parmesan cheese this morning, a cup of that. Now she tells me that when she lived in London for a time, now I'm going to do a cup of blue cheese. She used to love this recipe downstairs from her apartment. Downstairs in her apartment, she would get this, and she kind of asked them for the recipe, and she couldn't remember it. She kind of redid it herself. So this is Mary's recipe, my sister Mary. She's home now. I won't tell you where, but she's home, and we're so happy she's back in the States, especially during this time period. Going to add some red pepper flakes. She said she puts ghost pepper in. I don't have any. Those are really spicy and yummy. I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of red pepper flake. I'm going to put, last night I took out 2 boxes of spinach, and I drained it as much as I could and squeezed it all out. Now you can get two 10-ounce bags of spinach, or box of spinach, 2 10-ounce boxes of spinach. So I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna break it up a bit. Make sure it's nice and dry, that's the only thing. It sat overnight, and then this morning I squeezed it numerous times. Okay, so now I'm going to put about a teaspoon of salt. Not too much because there's so much Parmesan in there and cheese. And some pepper. And again, we're gonna use that nutmeg, which is just so yummy. For some reason this is leaking. That's okay. And we're going to do that. And now we're going to put the top on, and we're gonna blend it up a bit. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it, but we're gonna blend it up a bit. Just so it gets incorporated. Oh, it's looking good. Okay, as long as everything's together. Now we're going to empty that into, I don't know what's going on there, something must be leaking, into my greased loaf pan. Now when we're finished, Mary says that this is like a, like a bread where you can just slice it and put the sauce over the top. So that's what we'll do. We'll get everything out. And she also suggests that we put like a little bit more Parmesan cheese on top so that we get like a crusty finish at the end. Sometimes you do that with breads, certain breads. Just put a little bit on top here. We'll use some of that grated parm that I had left over. Okay, and now I'm going to put this in the oven for about, let's see, I think she said 45 minutes Now I'm gonna, it could be 40, 45 minutes, but I'm thinking that she said that because she has a gas stove, it's on the higher end of that. But I'm gonna do it at 40, I'm gonna check it, and then we'll go from there. So we'll be back when it's done, and I'll show you how to make that Parmesan sauce in between. Hang on. Okay, so welcome back. I have that still in the oven. It has about 30 minutes to go. But I thought we'd work on the Parmesan sauce that will go on top. So what we have first is a half a cup of heavy cream and 1/4 cup of milk. So we're gonna start that on a low setting because we don't want it to boil and then scald. And then we're going to add 2/3 cup of more of that shredded Parm cheese. And remember, I took a block of Parmesan cheese and I shredded it all this morning. It's a lot of cheese, I know, but this is going to be a yummy treat. And then let's do about a pinch of salt because there is a lot of cheese, which is salty. I'm using pink Himalayan salt for everything, just about everything. And then I'm going to add pepper. I don't have white pepper on hand today, so I'm going to use just plain old black pepper. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this up and get it to boil. And once it boils, then we turn it off and stir it up, and we should have a beautiful thick sauce to put over our flan today. So my sister, I believe, lived in London for about 8 years. And boy, does she have a wide palette. I mean, it's so wonderful to hear from her and to get something a little different in my repertoire of recipes. So I'm really grateful that Mary gave me this. It just sure smells great in here right now. I can't wait for what it's going to taste like. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna let it cool close to room temperature, and then we will cut it up into a piece and we'll do a taste test. So I'm gonna let this come to a boil, and then I'll show you the consistency before I spread it onto the cooled, delicious flan that's coming up next. So see you soon. Oh my gosh, welcome back. It smells so delicious in here. I have to get this close to the camera. It is so beautiful. Let me show you. It puffed up. It looks delicious. It's almost like a souffle. I just can't wait to bite into it. I'm going to cut it up. It is a little warm right now to cut into, but I can't wait. It's calling my name. I also wanted to show you the delicious cream sauce. What I did was I had half a cup of milk, half a cup of cream, 1/4 cup of milk, so 2/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, some nutmeg, salt, and pepper, and I put it on low, and I boiled it, and once it reached a boil, I let it boil for about 30 seconds and kept stirring it because it can scald. And then I took it off the heat and let it cool, and it thickened a bit as it cooled. You can see this is going to be the beautiful drizzle on the top of this spinach flan. So let's take a bite. And I'm going to cut this just like I would cut like a pumpkin bread or whatever. I'm not sure the macros on this as of yet. If I get the macros, I will definitely put it below, and I will definitely, ooh, look at that. And I will definitely put the recipe below. My sister wrote a beautiful recipe up. Look at that. Oh, it's steaming. Let's put that down on our plate. My mouth is watering, can you tell? And we're going to drizzle some of that delicious Parmesan sauce onto the top of it. Oh, Mary, this is just a delicious. I bet you could have a lunch with this, with a salad. You could just eat this on its own. Wouldn't it be great for a brunch item? It looks delicious, doesn't it? So delicious. Ooh, and it just smells like you wouldn't believe. Okay, I'm gonna give this a bite. Let me take a bite. Ooh. It's very spinachy, which I love. I love spinach. It almost like a creamed spinach. I wonder if it tastes like a creamed spinach, which is something else I love. It's a little hot, so. Oh. Much better than a creamed spinach. Oh, Mary, you knocked it out of the park. You know what? I can taste the nutmeg. And boy, you weren't supposed to put it, according to Mary's recipe. The nutmeg only went into the cream sauce, but I also put it into the actual flan because I just love that hint of nutmeg, and boy, does it burst in your mouth, that nutmeggy. And believe me, nutmeg is not a sweet, doesn't make it sweet in any, people use it in savory dishes as well. Now, I've never had a savory flan. This would be an awesome breakfast, brunch item, luncheon with some friends and a salad. Wouldn't that be delicious? And it's keto. Every ingredient in here is keto. So thanks, Mary. Please keep those recipes coming. I love you so much. And for the rest of you, thanks for coming in to Kim's Keto Kitchen, and we'll catch you next time. Have a fabulous day, and be well, stay put, and enjoy your family. Bye.